3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Real Drinks episode 6. It's me, Dennis, again with Mike and Justin, and we're here once again to talk about some movie news, to get a couple movie reviews in, and give our opinions and whatnot, and see what else will happen. Today we're drinking Gibson's Finest, mixed with some Dr. Pepper and Barq's cream soda.
Delicious.
Delicious. All right.
I've tasted worse mixed with this stuff.
In this segment of what not to drink, what that President's Choice eggnog and Gibson Finest.
Yeah.
I got to point out because you guys did eggnog last time, right?
Mm.
And it was all right with the whiskey.
It was
So I got to point out it's the President's Choice.
Yeah.
Rich and creamy
I think it was
eggnog.
Northumberland or Baxter. What did you have? Do you remember?
Not sure. One of the two.
Just not President's Choice.
All right. So to get into this, we'll do trailer talk. Talk about some trailers that come out since the last episode we had. Obviously, the number one trailer we're talking about all the time is Triple Frontier. I know that's what I've been talking about.
Yeah.
That's the go-to.
Of
Out of all the trailers that came out, that's the one that everyone's
That's the
excited
biggest
for.
one. I
Yeah.
think it has the most views on YouTube.
Yeah, it definitely
Absolutely.
shattered some records. So we'll get to the Triple Frontier. Don't worry. I listed these movies to I don't know. There's 4 trailers that came out that I want to talk about. I got them listed from I guess least excited to most excited. First one on the list is Brightburn, which is
Okay.
A Superman horror movie?
Yeah. I guess so. Huh? It's kind of what
kind of
they're going
dark
for.
twist on the Superman origin story without
Yeah.
he being
And I'm actually probably more excited.
Okay,
for
this is
than
mine.
Triple Frontier. Yeah.
This is mine.
That's fine. That's fine.
Well,
That's fine.
I knew it would be a
You're wrong.
toss up between the two of them, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm wrong. Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be good. Like it just, I don't know. It looks real.
Trailer definitely jumped on the James Gunn
Yeah.
thing.
Oh my
Yeah.
That's the
God,
only
yeah.
thing that I think it has going for it.
Yeah.
That only.
And it's like his brother, not Sean Gunn, but like his
Other brother.
like even less famous
Yeah.
than Sean Gunn brother. That's directing it, writing and directing.
Yeah,
it,
yeah. It's just being produced by.
by
James Gunn.
James Gunn. So, but boy, did they ever lean into like, yes, James Gunn is attached to this.
Yeah.
He directed the Guardians movies. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, calm down.
Like freaking Warner Bros. Doesn't even go that hard with like Christopher Nolan when it's like his project.
Right, yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's just here's Christopher Nolan, produced by it or directed by it.
Mhm.
This one it's like big bold letters, James
Yeah,
Gunn.
what, multiple times?
Yeah.
It said from James Gunn or whatever.
Then it's
The
all the
visionary
movies
director.
throughout Guardians of the Galaxy and
Yeah.
yeah. So so the movie just seems like a dark spin on the Superman origin story. What if he came to Earth and he
Yeah.
decided not to be a
Good guy.
good guy and
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
I
Like,
don't
'cause-
how are they getting like the origin's so similar to like from the trailer to the
Well, I think
Superman
they-
story.
I think they intended that.
Yeah, but like,
yeah, I
could
wonder
they
if
get in
they
trouble
pitched
with
it
that?
to Warner Brothers,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Let's do a dark take on the Superman origin," and Warner Brothers was like, "No," and then they're just like, "Okay, we'll rewrite the script," and then they get away with it. Obviously, I don't know.
Obviously, if they get in
Like
trouble,
it's not like it's a
wouldn't be
little. Yeah, it's Sony, right? It's not like a little independent. I'm quite
No,
sure
I think it's Sony. Yeah.
And it's it's not just like a little indie thing that they either worked out some sort of deal with Warner Brothers or I don't know, because it's not like it's so hard.
Like,
like,
it seems to the point where
is
it's
it plagiarism?
This is the spaceship's under the freaking barn too, and everything in the trailer. And it's like, so it'll be interesting to see. Like, maybe the movie comes out and it's just the trailer is made to make it seem like a Superman.
Yeah, exactly.
movie.
Like, there's gotta be something that's different. Otherwise, like you said, it's just
Well, I
how they
mean,
get away with
they
it.
emphasized on the brand or something like that, or that little design. I think that'll be like the one little thing that's kind of keeping them on the line. They're just going to change something slightly,
Mhm.
so that it's like, okay, if we took this out, then it would be plagiarism, but since we put this in, look, it's not Superman.
Yeah.
But
Because there's been takes like that in the comic book. Like there has been,
Yeah.
like, oh, if Superman landed in Russia
Yeah,
instead.
the Red Sun.
There's been like darker takes on Superman in the past. So like, what's this doing different? Obviously, it's different because it's just not Superman.
Yeah.
But like, did he come here with the intentions? Was he sent here with the intentions of being evil? Little boy alien, or is he sent here? Like, is he sent here from a dying planet by his
Right.
father?
Yeah.
Like, how far does it go? How far do the similarities go? That's what I'm curious about. I'm not holding out much hope for this.
yeah, I don't think it's going to be any good.
No, but
Just,
I am more like interested in watching it than
Triple
the next
Frontier.
one.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the next show that came out, which is probably Ben Affleck, he's my one of my favorite actors, so I watched this right away. It's a movie called Triple Frontier. It's a Netflix movie with a limited theater release, I believe, around March 2019, I believe. Seems like a simple storyline. A ragtag group of ex-military. They're down in the luck. Their lives aren't as glorious as they thought it would be after they left the military, and so they're all broke or whatnot. So they had this let's rob a cartel that's a Mungo that's stacked with cash, and we'll see what happens. The cast looks pretty impressive.
yeah, that's the only thing that has me interested is the
has
cast.
It,
Oscar Isaac, Ben Affleck,
um,
Pedro Pascal,
Charlie Hunnam from the Sons of
Charlie
Anarchy
Hunnam,
fame, and
Tron.
Suicide Squad guy.
yeah, Garrett Hudlin. Yeah.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
seems like a simple movie.
yeah,
Will
the
be
story
good.
itself isn't enough to impress me. I think the cast has me excited, but I don't think it's going to be a great movie. But
Yeah, I think it will be better than Breitbart. Like, if you're comparing Netflix movies, like, it definitely has a bigger budget. Like, look at the cast.
Yeah.
Like, you can't afford, like, that's not a $20 million movie. That's an expensive movie right there, just on the cast alone. But I think overall, like, it could tell an interesting story, which I think at the beginning it says it's based on a true story.
Exactly. Yeah.
I went looking, like, I did some research trying to find out what this is based on. I can't find it.
Yeah.
I was looking it up. I was like, what is this? Because I was trying to see, like, which one of these people are going to die. I wanted to see, like does Ben Affleck, is the character Ben Affleck, like, is that person dead in real life?
Yeah.
I'm guessing they're all going to fucking die.
It
Like,
seems like that, or it's probably gonna be like the rookie. It's gonna come in,
yeah, like,
Ben Affleck's gonna have him under his wing, whether it's Garrett Hudlin or something like that.
yeah.
And then like trailer alone, Pedro Pascal, I don't know, he gave the vibe of someone who's gonna die, and like, there's another character.
he's
So,
either
You
going to
know
be the
they're
first one to
not all
die or he's
making
going to
it
betray
out.
them. So.
Because-
seems like Oscar Isaac's gonna be like either gonna backstab him or.
Oh, you think? Yeah. maybe.
It kind of had like almost like think of the Losers.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
That movie
yeah.
where it's kind of like that kind of ragtag group, and
I think it's going to be
Idris
a lot
Elba.
more somber.
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
Losers is a
Yeah.
pretty fun
yeah.
movie to go around. But, like,
And then it reminded me a lot of the movie Takers. I don't know if you remember. That had that starred Paul Walker, Hayden Christensen.
T.I. was in it.
It was just about a group of guys who like rob banks and whatnot too, and then obviously shit hits the fan. And
Okay,
a lot
yeah.
of them, so it had that kind of vibe for me. So out of the three of us, I'm looking forward to the most probably. I'm not saying you guys aren't looking forward to it, but
yeah, I think.
but,
I definitely want to give it a watch. 'Cause
Yeah,
I think
I'll
the cast
probably-
alone is
yeah,
pretty exciting.
So-
really.
so let's wait and see. I think it comes out in March. I don't know when Brightburn. I think
No, I didn't.
maybe I think that's early next year too.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I saw.
Oh, I marked it right on my calendar as soon as I saw it.
So from two lower budget movies, I guess, to some higher budget movies. Godzilla King of Monsters. They had a trailer come out. The second trailer. The first trailer didn't show much at all.
No.
This one could have teetered in the line and maybe shown too much.
Yeah.
It seemed to show like a lot of its action spots in the movies.
Yeah.
Um,
The big reveal, like, of.
So like basically the premise is there's other monsters, or they call them titans, I think, in the trailer.
Right.
and they're terrorizing Earth, and the humans are trying to find a way to get Godzilla to fight back for them. Because I think the tagline of the thing, the best line of the whole thing was like, "So you want to make Godzilla our pet?" And it's like, "Oh no, we're his," or something like that. We're gonna be his. So, no, I'm really looking forward to it. It's probably my second most anticipated movie of 2019.
Okay, yeah. Of all, like, you're including Lion King,
Yeah,
including
yeah,
Aladdin.
yeah. So
Fair enough. Yeah, I think just going by this trailer too, like you can see, I think it's the Vera Farmiga.
Yep.
I never know how to pronounce her name. That character, she's kind of the evil
Yeah.
CEO. Because there's the line where obviously her daughter, the bald head chick from Stranger Things,
Millie
she's
Brown,
like, "Oh,
something
you're
like
a
that.
monster." You know, like playing up the whole thing, like, "Oh, we think these things are the monsters, but you're this
humanity's
evil,
really,
Yeah.
you know, woman that's pulling all the strings. You're the monster. You're the real monster." So that's a little tiring, but if it's, you know, got some good action scenes, and you know, if it's not too much, too fast.
Yeah.
You know,
I still think it's gonna be more like, I think we talked about it when we talked about this movie in earlier episodes about how like the issue with Godzilla 1 was the fact that he was barely in it. I have a feeling this still could happen, but at least this time around it's
actual
it's
Godzilla.
Godzilla monsters, like
Yeah,
other monsters. Like in the first one, it was just made from this movie
Yeah.
monsters, Cloverfield type looking things.
Yeah.
And this one, at least it's like, if you're a Godzilla fan, you'd know what's going on. But because it feels like, oh, this, like King Ghidorah, obviously he's going to be the big baddie of,
Yeah.
and he's probably going to destroy a lot. It looks very apocalyptic too. Like these things are huge in this movie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Even
you
just,
have-
like,
Well, you have one of the monsters just flying through a city, and the whole city's just getting
Yeah,
destroyed.
Rodan, yeah.
after, like,
Just
and
from
he's
this
not
monster
touching
flying
anything,
over it,
he's
yeah.
literally just flying, and like at Rodan, right? And he's flying over it, and just the pressure from, you know, his wingspan is toppling buildings. It's like,
An entire city destroyed in seconds because he flew over it.
yeah,
So it's just like,
crazy.
if this isn't apocalyptic yet, by the end of the movie with these monsters fighting, there's not going to be much of an Earth
And
left.
this movie seems so crazy that like the next one after this one is supposed to be Kong versus Godzilla. That's gonna be so like little.
Yeah,
Like, what's
yeah,
left
yeah.
for them to do?
Yeah, because they're saying, like, you know, yeah, they're gonna fight, but obviously they're gonna team up.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Ghidorah doesn't die,
Maybe,
he
yeah.
goes away, and he comes back for that. Because you can't just like use Ghidorah once.
Yeah.
You know.
I want them to somehow bring in, like, it's goofy to sound, like, bring in Mechagodzilla somehow.
Oh, I'm sure they'll
Right?
find a way.
Because there's a way, it's like, oh, we gotta find a way to fight back eventually. Look at
The
these
only
guys.
way.
Like, you know, what if Godzilla goes evil? We need our own weapon, so. Here.
So bad.
So then I was watching something that was like someone going through the video frame by frame, and I guess like he thinks there's gonna be more than just like the main
The
four.
one that they showed, yeah.
There's like this like claw thing coming out of the like sand kind of thing.
Okay.
Looks like a lot of spikes and people that doesn't look like Ghidorah or Rodan or Mothra.
Probably, yeah. There's
Yeah.
probably gonna be a
So-
surprises.
As long as it's.
Because I don't want like this
I don't
trailer.
want too many.
Right.
Save some for the sequel. Don't just throw all of your big villains into
Yeah,
this one.
But like this one here is like this one should have been like there's gonna be like the three, if they're planning on doing 3 Godzilla movies, this one feels like it should be the big climactic one. Because
Yeah.
King of Monsters is like it's supposed to have like
A
everyone
lot, yeah.
from the original Toho
Yeah.
Godzilla movies, and so
Yeah. It's.
this was the so I'm looking forward to it.
I think it'd be pretty good. It'll be epic.
It'll be
Like,
pretty epic.
just-
Hopefully, it didn't show too much in the trailer. I hope they're like, we say this all the time with movie trailers. You know, what's the limit? Like, how many trailers do we really need for a movie?
Yeah, I don't need to see another.
You don't need to see another. We know it's going to be another one. It's probably going to show more footage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
what was funny is I literally like finished watching the first trailer again because I forgot about it when you guys brought it up. I think it was in the first episode
Yeah.
we were
Yeah.
talking about movies. I was like, there was a trailer for that, and I had watched it, but I forgot. So
Yeah.
the other day I was watching the first trailer again, just for fun. And then, literally like 5 minutes later,
I
you
sent
sent
the link
for the
yeah.
second trailer. I was like, "What?" So that was pretty cool. But yeah, no, I don't need to see it anymore.
No.
Um, especially of this next
Give me
movie.
the movie.
Yes. Speaking of the movie that we already talked about how we don't want any footage of,
Yeah.
but me being me sent everyone the link the second I noticed it was online.
Yeah.
Avengers 4, now officially titled Avengers Endgame. Before we get into it,
Shocker.
Wow.
yes, with all the hype of what's this movie going to be called, yada, it's kind of lame that they just went with the obvious choice.
Yeah. Especially after saying it's not a title that
It's been said in the movie. It's not, and like,
We're
what's said in the-
specifically telling you it's not Endgame. Oh, by the way, it's Endgame.
So,
Oh, you
little,
fooled us!
if it was gonna be Endgame, just when I don't know, you should have like just let us know it's called
Just-
Endgame,
yeah, you can
like
just say.
because everyone was thinking it was gonna be called something that's gonna be like based off of like a big storyline, comic
Yes.
book
And
storyline.
I'm so glad it wasn't Annihilation.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
So
They gotta save that for.
I read that the three options were Annihilation, Endgame, and Infinity Gauntlet,
Okay.
and they went with Endgame at the end. So. Anyway, so it was a perfect little teaser though for this movie, I think,
Yeah.
because
I
it
like
shows.
It showed very little.
It showed very little, didn't spoil
not
anything.
really any action.
No.
Like it doesn't show any action.
It's just basically what happened, like little snippets of their lives.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
instantly
where are
after.
they now kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Everyone's just a little emotional. And
Mm-hmm.
So we got like Tony Stark. He's on the spaceship for that the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. the
Drive
Milano,
around.
right?
Yeah. I was trying to think of the name as I was saying that, and he's not doing well. He's sending like a message to his.
Yeah, he healed pretty nicely from
Yes.
That
stab
stab.
to.
Not only did he heal,
abdomen.
his shirt.
That's right. Yeah.
He's wearing a very clean tank top.
Yeah, maybe he's wearing a Star-Lord t-shirt.
Could be.
Maybe he raided
Right.
his closet. But
Yeah.
that was.
Speaking of like people rating Thor rating the food in the Infinity War, where it's like, hey man, that's not your food when he's on meets the Guardians,
Yeah.
and then
Tony
starts starving.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Wow, Thor. he should've
So with that section on, my money is on. Like I don't think he's gonna die.
No, he's
I think-
obviously not going to die.
If I had to
It's
pick a
gonna be-
savior, I think it's
who's
gonna be
left?
Captain Marvel.
Okay, yeah. I see
Um,
that.
Or it could be like all depends on like how actually close he is to Earth. Because there's a lot of rumors saying it's gonna be Pepper Potts dressed up as a rescue.
Okay.
that's gonna-
I've seen that, but I don't want that to be the case because I don't like. It just feels weird. Like, hey, she's gonna jump into the suit and fly into outer space to save Iron Man. I'd like to kind of work up to it in a way. I don't know. I don't want it to be her.
Yeah.
I want her to have some really good scenes in this movie, but I don't want her to be the one that saves them.
I read some crazy theories about his role. There's like him actually dying in that, but then like via time travel, they saved him that. But
Yeah, because we don't know how much time the stuff on Earth with Captain America and Black Widow makes it seem like not a whole lot of time has passed, but then him on the ship, like we said, completely healed from that wound, but out of food and oxygen.
Yeah, so-
it must have been it must have been some significant amount of time passed because, but we just don't know how much. I mean, and you don't see. There is a shot of Nebula, but they're not.
You don't know if she's on the ship.
Yeah,
it could have been Tony starts thinking like, this is how we're gonna leave, this is where we're gonna go, and she's like, no, I'm staying here. I'm gonna go fight Thanos, or I got other shit to do. Like, I'm not gonna take care of you.
But like they threw her into the clips, like when Tony was having his speech, they threw her into it.
Make it
But it
seem
did,
like,
to make
and
it
they
seem
did
like
that
that.
a lot with Infinity War, where
Yeah.
they made it seem like
Yeah.
Gamora and Tony Stark were in a scene together.
Yeah.
Because like they're responding to one
Yeah.
another in the conversation, but they never shared a scene.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a lot more obvious because Tony Stark was clearly in the Sanctum Sanctorum, and Gamora was clearly on a spaceship.
Yeah.
But
So-
here, we have no idea. Like, it seems strange for them to just part ways, and the only two people left on the planet, and for them to just be like, all right, I'm going back to Earth. All right, I'm gonna go try to kill the guy that we all just tried to kill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do that on my own again.
You know what's crazy? Speaking of, I saw this like a picture on the internet. Only Thor knew the snap. Like that was out of all the people in the movie at that moment where he snapped.
Really?
No one on Earth
Oh, on Earth.
is
Because
like.
Gamora knew, didn't she?
Yeah, but
Gamora
like,
knew,
she's
'cause
dead
she-
at the point.
She's the one that said he could
He could take
change
it.
everything with
But
the
like,
snap
I
of
was
his
thinking how
fingers.
crazy. Like he's the only one that like
Oh, he
knew like the
oh.
consequence of like not beating this guy up or
Okay.
defeating this guy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
So
unless
everyone else
Well-
just kind of thought, like, we gotta stop him.
yeah,
Well,
maybe
everyone
there
knew
was-
he was threatening because everyone
Like,
dealt with an Infinity Stone.
Yeah, they just knew he was coming to get all the stones at any cost, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they just wanted
Huh.
to protect Vision, but like,
I didn't really realize that.
because like he's the only Gamora tells him that he can,
Yeah, that's right.
he snaps his finger and it goes half of life, and so it was just, I don't know. I didn't notice that until I saw him the other day. It's
Yeah,
like,
no, I never
it's
thought of it.
crazy about how like he was the only one that really knew what was going to happen.
Mhm.
So moving on from the trailer, so he cuts from Captain Rogers and crew on Earth, and they're kind of mourning the losses. It looks like a big surprise there is that they're looking at a screen and it's kind of showing like which is assumed to be the deceased, and it has a Shuri from Black Panther.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the big
Yeah,
rumor
'cause
of that
no one-
was that she was going to be like the Black Panther until
Yeah.
obviously it could be a misdirection.
Yeah, because we
Okay.
also see Scott Lang
Yes.
there, and later on in the trailer, no, he's all right. He made it out of that quantum realm. Obviously,
So-
that would have something to do with it. Like they probably did some sort of scan and like see who's who's on Earth, and they do a scan, and he's still stuck in the quantum realm. And
But he's assumed
so
dead,
He's
kind of
dead.
thing.
He's
Yeah.
not here anymore.
Yeah,
not here, he's dead.
So
So they could play something with Shuri where she's just so technologically advanced
Yeah.
that she hid or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, she could be dead. I mean,
Yeah.
50-50, right?
Yeah, I mean, and then
50-50.
it could be M'Baku, right? Maybe he's taken up the mantle.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Like,
That's what I see as being
yeah.
the most likely.
and then big
which could be which could be interesting for the next Black Panther movie, I think, because then it could put them back to kind of their
rivalry. Or
rivalry, right?
Is
It's
M'Baku just gonna
I'm
step
back
down?"
from dead. I'm not dust anymore. M'Baku, like, let me have the throne back. Nah,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
And like everyone has to obey him because we learned
Yeah.
about Black Panther. Like
Yeah.
even though they hated like Killmonger being the leader,
Right.
they had to obey him because he was king. So it's not like all the guards and whatnot are just gonna be like, yeah, okay, T'Challa's back.
Yeah.
We're on his side now.
So, but that's speculation.
Yeah. Another big reveal. We finally get our first glimpse of Hawkeye in the trailer.
Is he Hawkeye though?
He's a lot looking like his Ronin counterpart.
Yes.
Setting wise, you kind of don't know what's going on because it seems like th're in Japan. And
Yeah.
it's
Seems
like,
like he's killing some people there.
and it's like, what is going on in that scene? No one knows. 'Cause, Black Widow's there, from what it looks like, and so
I heard saw a lot of people were commenting on how that scene looked like it was a little further in the future, just because like it looks like they were aged a little bit. It looked like Black Widow had darker hair.
I think it's because
I
her
think
hair
she
is
just-
longer than like in their
Yeah.
earlier shot or something, or because it's like pulled back. I don't know.
Yeah,
But it'll be interesting where that
Could
ties
be.
in. Like, like why is she in Japan? Like, is she trying to track Hawkeye down and then?
I see it as that. I see it.
yeah,
as,
she's tracking him down, but
like,
why
we
is he
know-
there?
Because we're just talking about how like they might have a thing of scans like what everyone who's dead and alive. My surprise is my thing would probably be his name doesn't pop up in the deceased.
Yeah. So where is he?
Because like even tie that in with like so they all met his family, right? They might see like they're on the list, and maybe that's why like Bruce Banner's kind of like crying, kind of. You know, 'cause obviously he's going to probably show a lot of people. I think that screen alone probably have like a lot of Easter eggs of other characters that there's people thinking maybe like Betty Ross's name will pop up on there.
Yeah.
And
finally.
it's like someone who he hasn't seen since he was Edward Norton. And
Yeah, since he was since he looked a lot like that guy from Fight Club, not Brad Pitt.
and then so it's a very somber trailer, and then like at the it shows a Captain America. He's in his Winter Soldier getup,
Yeah.
looking at it looks like he's looking at his little pocket watch of Peggy,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously he's got a plan, and it seems like perfect thing. It's his end game. Like obviously he doesn't know what he's gonna do if it doesn't work. So
Mm-hmm.
this is where the time travel theories come in again. And
Yeah, because
Just-
you had a really
you two
Mike-
had a little conversation about.
well, I remember starting it, but then Mike had like the perfect ending
Yeah,
for
because
Captain America's story.
yeah, I feel like so we're all like pretty positive that time travel is going to play a part in this next Avengers movie, and I thought of pretty interesting like in that. I literally like just dawned on me. I'm like, you know, they're writing out some of these characters. I
Mhm.
think, you know, it's pretty certain that it will be Chris Evans' last time portraying this character, and I thought of a way to not kill him off and also not let him just ride off into the sunset, because that doesn't make any sense. Captain America doesn't just leave, you know, the battlefield and
Yeah, that's
never
what we
come
learned
back.
in Civil War was like, you know, he sees a problem, he's gonna run towards.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, he could be on the other side of the world. He hears about something going on in New York. He'll come back and he'll fight.
Yeah.
You know, he'll be there. I thought, you know, especially him looking at that picture of Peggy. He's at the end of the movie. He's gonna just return to the past. He's gonna, you know, they're like, okay, like, you know, everything's solved. Everything's back to normal. Like we're all good here. And he's gonna say, you know what? If you guys will let me, I'd like to go back and live my life. You know, back in the 40s now, and he's gonna go back, be with Peggy, and not exactly just ride off into the sunset. They'll go and, you know, fight crime and baddies back in the past, and they'll go throughout time, and they'll both grow old together, and
Yeah,
After,
they get that dance.
have the last
they'll
dance.
finally have that dance.
And then that's the happy ending. That's it.
yeah.
No more Captain America.
No more Captain America.
But-
You know that he's still doing stuff just in the past,
Yeah.
and you know that he's, you know, he's not riding off into the sunset. He's not dying.
No, if he does that, is that like this is like time travel mumbo jumbo? But like if he does that, is like everyone gonna forget about Captain America if that happens?
I think that they still all have their memory. Yeah, you'd almost think, yeah, it would change stuff in the. If they're doing
Like-
stuff in the past, it would change stuff in the future.
But like
So-
it could not. It could be like
Yeah, because I mean every time travel
if they
story
all
plays it a different
go
way.
into like the quantum realm and whatnot, like and they all he goes in one time warp and they go on another, they're gonna forget him or everybody about it.
It's an
It's
idea. I think.
time travel. Like it's a really good. I support that 100%.
Oh, I'm at the point where if there's anything that isn't that, then I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna walk out of the theater and they'd be like, "Did they not watch the fucking podcast? Did they not?"
We told them how to end the movie.
We gave Mike had the perfect ending and they ruined it.
I'm not even asking for a writer's credit.
Yeah.
Do it that way.
So we get that. We get him in his Winter Soldier getup, which also supports time travel and whatnot. And I believe the next big moment after that is once it's the reveal of the title, obviously Avengers Endgame, and then it shows Black Widow and Captain America looking at some, I assume, it's old footage or just hanging around, sitting around, and there is a good old Ant-Man on the security camera asking to come inside, and they all look insanely surprised that he is at their door. So obviously, once again, last time we saw him, he was stuck in the quantum realm with no way to get out. So I heard some theories. Some people that go through like the frame by frame thing, saying like if you look, they zoomed in as best they could with the date, and it's like because Steve Rogers goes, "Is this old footage?" And then it doesn't show Black Panther, or not Black Widow, say anything, but like when the camera's not on her, it goes, "Oh, that's the front door." So people are thinking those lines aren't actually connected, and that's actually him, like Scott Lang, like a couple years ago, maybe.
Okay, like when he went to the base
Yeah.
the first time,
So
beat up Falcon.
yeah. So I don't know.
He just tried knocking on the door the first time. No one answered, so he decided to find it.
Yeah.
As Ant-Man, from what I understand, he's gonna do a lot of time travel because he's already been casted. Like he's obviously his daughter got casted again for Just Infinity or Avengers 4 as
I forgot
an
about
older
Yeah, me too.
actress playing her.
Mhm.
And then who knows? Like even like she's famous from the show 13 Reasons Why. She got casted as a mysterious role way after the movie was shot. So who knows who she's playing? I've heard everything from maybe they just redid Casey Lang again to this child that Tony Stark had a dream about. So. What?
Keep going.
What?
It was really young.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right on. So, interesting little tidbits. It was a nice little trailer. It showed the right amount that we needed just to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That this obviously movie's coming out and kind of like, because our big thing was how are we going to advertise this? We don't want to show too much. Are we going to bring any characters in that we think are dead? You don't want to.
Yeah, and
They
I'm
played it
so
safe.
glad they haven't done
Right.
that. We all know, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, they're all coming back. They confirmed, movies. Any day now they're releasing that Far From Home trailer, and that's just they're gonna BS their way out of it and say, oh, it takes place, separately,
Yeah.
but we know Samuel Jackson's in it. We know Peter Parker's in it. We've seen the set photos. So it's just a matter of time before the cat's out of the bag for the general audience.
They'll
Yeah.
hold that in just as long as they can.
Mhm. Yeah.
These
they'll-
people.
Just like the
'cause
Endgame
like-
thing, they held
Yeah,
it on as
yeah.
long as they could.
Yeah, it was-
No, you don't know the
Because
title.
Endgame's gonna come out and the next day they're gonna announce all these sequels because usually they're ahead of the game. Like, everyone knows what's coming out the next 2-3 years.
Yeah.
They're keeping it close to the chest now because they don't want to spoil anything.
Mhm.
And so
But one more reveal from this trailer, though, was the release date, or the release month.
yes, they got
Okay.
bumped up a week or two.
Yeah.
Yep. Just like Avengers: Infinity War did. It
Yeah.
was supposed to come out the first weekend of May, and now it came out the end of April.
Mm,
Same thing here. That's a nice little treat for the fans,
yeah.
Good.
And I heard, too, that it's something to do with just release it all at the same time across the
Yeah,
world.
that was the same thing with Infinity War.
Yeah, they're
Because
We don't want
the April release date was like the UK and Europe and all that, and a week later, and they like all movies should do that. Like I know there's a lot of complications when it comes to certain countries and all that, because I know Ant-Man and the Wasp that came out in what I'm gonna say I think it was July this year, but it didn't come out in like late August overseas because certain events that were going on and
Yeah.
whatnot. They it was for the best of the movies that made the most money, but then you bring in piracy and longer movies in theaters can get leaked online. Yeah.
Just,
How often does a movie come out and you can't go on the internet without coming across the spoilers even a day or two before the movie even comes out?
Right.
Right? Because there's people who've seen the early
Previews.
screenings and
Yeah.
whatnot that they're allowed to talk about it now. And you can be on anything and click on a comment and it's like, oh, here's the spoilers for Infinity War. So we obviously that's the most hyped movie for I believe all of us next year.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the only one I need to see.
Yeah.
Like, I do not care. I didn't care about Star Wars. I don't. I'm sorry. I really don't. If can you honestly say if you had to choose right now between us?
Oh, it'd be Endgame.
Yeah.
It'd be Endgame.
Yeah, like, it's just we were so invested in these characters now and this storyline that they've been telling since 2008.
Yeah. I'm so invested in this conclusion to Captain America's story.
Yeah. Make it happen, Marvel.
We know you're listening. So that is it for trailer talk. Unless anyone else has anything
No,
more
I
to
think that.
discuss about.
I don't think we've talked about Did we talk about the Once Upon a Deadpool trailer? Did we talk about it? But have we talked about how there was a guy that on
allegedly.
Twitter?
Okay, so I'll throw that in the news section.
Okay,
How's
sure,
that
sure.
sound? So
Yeah.
so that's it for trailer talk. Let us know what you guys think, what movies you're looking forward to. So onward to just good old fashioned movie news.